Okay, good morning, guys. This is Simon with Trade and Perform Coaching. Let me get the little disclaimer up for everyone so you can, you know that we all love that. Hold on one second. Is perfect. Important disclaimer and reminder for all traders and investors: this webinar is for educational purposes only, not a recommendation to buy or sell any particular financial instrument. Get this closer, see if this helps. This way. There we go. Let's see. Equities, futures, options, and currency trading have large potential rewards, but also large potential risks. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. The website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell equities, futures, or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed in this channel. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Absolutely consult your registered financial advisor and your risk trading plan before ever investing or trading any financial instrument. Okay, cool. Let's get started. I have a couple things. I just want to knock out the profile really quick. Okay, so how did we do yesterday? Above prior day's high, trap back in to the other side of the range. Okay, so let's put this as one bar. There we go. There's the overnight. And let's do this here. That was a prior single print area. Let's see, this Globex low. Wow, we went from Globex low to the high back in. It was pretty good range yesterday. Let's see if we can fix this stuff up. And value area low. Value area high. Pretty much still in balance from back here on the 12th. TPO point of control, which is where we're sitting right now. Single prints. And single prints. Oh wait, I gotta adjust this. Down a little bit. And then we'll do, this goes away. More single prints, a whole world of single prints down there. And Globex low and Globex high. And I'm going to start marking off Globex low and high in color. Let's make them hell, I don't know, red, so that I can mark off the 30-minute levels easily, right? And then, because what I want to do here, so this morning I would be looking long just under this 30-minute section or just over this 30-minute section. But then afterwards, what I want to be able to do is do this. 30-minute high, 30-minute high, 30-minute high, untested, untested, tested. Okay. And then down here, it's this Globex low, right? And then that's it. It's the low. That's the only other thing that has been untested. And then overnight, we have this little area right here that's been untested. So that's why I want to mark them off in a different color. So Globex high and low is now red, and the white tells us 30-minute levels above and below that have gone untested. And if you look, if we break the low, right, it's all the way back over here, and then we start working in this area here. White areas where there's no fold over on the 30-minute levels. Okay, cool. So let me print this. If that chart's too busy, I'm sorry. It's the best way to look at it for me. Let's post, new, right click, copy, and posted. Okay, so this is interesting, but cool. We've got it off to the right. Here's what's interesting to me. Okay, so you'll notice that my charts have been cleaned up. I've taken the pink dots off. I have taken the pink dots off, and I'm actually going to remove these little blue dots. I thought they would help me, but they're just going to over trigger me. So if you want them on there, they're telling you where the divergences is in the bars. I am ID 30 and 35. There we go. 36 and 35. I've been playing with it, all our different algos, to see what pairs best with the momentum indicator. So it's ID 36 and 35 if you want it. I also played with the star, couldn't quite make it work, and I want a clean chart. Why do I want a clean chart? Right? Let me show you. Okay. Look at the stretches. When you get the second bar on this, meaning this bar right here, right, down bar, and you get the second bar down. So if you look at this sequence, right, when you look at this sequence, so this plus sign, in order to stick, and usually when it's on the second bar it does, but in order to stick it has to print that second bar, it has to print this second bar. So this is a loss, right? This loss is no more than 20 points, probably 15 points, keeps you in the majority of the trades. If you look at that 15 point, I did a video last night, I'm going to say it's in 12 on the smaller bar. Okay, that's 29, that's so it's 30, 45, right? Really, once you've had two bars up, the trade's busted, right? So it's 15 points, and that's on a 24 tick, right? So look, here's minus 15 right here. That trade right there is 37, right? 637 to 549, 80 points. So over here I lost 300 a contract, and over here I made $1,800 a contract. I realize that's in the middle of the night, right? Here's yesterday during the day. All right, and I'm only pointing out the ones that are in the direction of. Enter here, that's roughly 609, that's roughly 80, 30 points, 2-to-1 RR. And you'll notice what I'm pointing out is what's taking place outside the channel, right? In the direction of. This was worth $2,000 a contract. And notice, here's the cool thing that really has me so there's multiple ways to trade it, just like every other algo we have in the room, right? But look at the RR even if you come in here and said, hey, look, I'm just going to cover here. That's still roughly 780 to 690. It's still 90 points down, and then if you flipped on it, right, because you got the plus sign stuffed at the very peak right here, you still ran it 99 to 48, another 50 points, 130 points in there, right? So I'm not even, and that's the only exception when it's way outside the chart where I'm doing the plus. Over here, this is in the morning. This bar runs you from 48 to 85. It's huge, right? It's huge. So next, I want to talk about The other piece of the trading, which is what do the upside breakouts look like? Like when we go on this ripper right over here, right, what you'll see is at the top of the channel, you got this plus sign down. Okay? Right at the top, they were never able to break it. It finally rolled down. Mark off that point of control in that bar. First point of control above, backside test, so I'm going to put a 15-point stop on this. Right, I'm going to enter there. No signal, just bar with a point of control above. 15-point stop is 48, 38, 38 brings up 33. Let's see if that survived. Hold on. 48, 38, 33. That's 33. Maybe I need to add a point to the 15 tick. But even if I'd gotten stopped here, like I don't want to stop at the top of this bar. Let's put it this way. So let me explain that for a second. I'm going to adjust this. I'm going to put the stop right there at 29.75. I want to hold the body, that bar, and just wick off. I'm going to trust when the market tells me how to trade something, how to trade it. Right now, that's one version of the stop. But if you look at this carefully, right, the real stop is this. So, and I talked to several people last night, including my wife, right? Went through it very, very detailed. And the reality is, when you get this point of control above right here, it's really this bar, but it's really this bar right here. It was late on that one, this was 8:58. When you get the point of control above this plus sign, right, which is this bar, you just can't get a point of control behind this plus bar again. Now you can say, well, wait a minute, that's a lot of points, this, that, and the other. But go through and do the work on it and see if that's accurate, right? So watch what I'm saying. We're going to start off at 8:30 in the morning. This is more scalping, and it's scalping on the 24 tick, but it applies to the 50. Oh, I know what I did. This is 24. The smaller stop's on 15. The larger stop is 20 on the 24. Excuse me. Sorry. I did my math wrong. Okay, so watch. I come up and get a plus sign. I need the bar above to verify my stop is here. So from the point I enter, so sometimes you have to go, am I scalping or am I swinging? That you're going to have to be able to read the trade for. But this trade goes from 23, right, all the way up to 40. That's 17 points of trade. Where would have you gotten stopped out if you'd taken the trade here? Right here. Which would have been 23 against 06. So a little bit, about 16 points, right? I gave a 1-to-1. If I had been short here, I'm entering on this bar at 8:41. My stop is on a point of control above here. Okay. These are contra trades and with in direction of. Bar here, point of control, entry here. Stop's going to be 20, let's call it 20 points, right? That trade moves before looking to the left to a maximum of 30 to 78, 40 points. Okay. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to find you a stop, right? Now remember, this is not a stop. And why is it not a stop? Because I need the bar underneath. If I had said, okay, I'll take the delayed bar over here, and I couldn't tell that we were breaking out, and we knew that it was breaking out because we were long over here, or we had a good idea that it was breaking out, all right? Stops here. Stop would go on behind here. Watch the sequencing. Stop would go on this bar right here. Point of control's gotten above. That's a smaller stop. It would have been a 53 to 71, just under 20 points. If you don't like the 20 points, that's fine. Find a retrace, find another way to get it smaller. I'm just showing you plus sign, point of control above. Your entry would have been 89.50. Your stop goes on a point of control below 69.75. I suggest you start with a 20-point stop and adjust it, right, on the 24 tick. Plus sign, entry, stop goes behind here. Plus sign, entry, bar, plus sign, entry. You actually need this second bar here for the entry. It still goes 20 to 44. Any questions on that? Because to me, what that does is revolutionizes our risk reward in a massive way. I'm going to say that again. It revolutionizes our risk reward in a massive way. Because on these charts, I understand the range will get narrower, less narrow, more narrow. Obviously, the most desirable is outside the channels, right? But if I enter this trade here, stop here. Now, there's not many trades I can go through in our room where I said in order to get accuracy and have a chance of getting 15, 20 points on almost every trade, I don't have many trades like that. I have trades I go, you get 7 to 8 to 10 points. But 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 points, right? 100 points, what is your exit? Well, plus sign down, the delta thrust that gets verified, meaning when you have the delta thrust and you have 2 bars down from the delta thrust, that's what I'm calling verified, right? There's all kinds of ways to choose how to get out of a trade, trail your stop up, etc., 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 right? So where did it break down yesterday? Right in front of New York lunch. If I had shorted here, I don't get stopped because I don't get the point of control above. See, oh yeah, I do, right there. I get nicked right there. So that ends up being a 83 to 701, which is still 17 points on a 24 tick chart. So 20 points should do it each time. And now you can determine how much risk you want to put on each trade. What was that trade worth? Well, you had to take it twice, right? Beat the plus sign twice. You get the point of control back underneath. That's over here. Now you have the same 20-pointer stop, but this time it rolls you from 83 all the way down to 01. There's not many trades I have on that, and it works the same way on the 15 tick. I'll show you. Now, I don't always get it, right? But that's a different story. I'm going to go through that same period. So this chart is harder to trade in the middle. You'd rather have it trade outside on the edge. Like get the plus signs. These bands are narrower, right? So really I want my signs to show up at a minimum. I want them to show up after we've touched the Keltner channel up or down, right? So if I get the plus sign here, my entry is this bar right here. My stop has to be in a point of control right here. That stop occurs right here. That's 20 to 35, 15 points, right? So on the 15 tick, it's about 15 points. On the 24 tick, it's 20 points. Your RR, if you'll let the trade run, will match up. Here's a stop. Here, I'll show you. Plus sign, and take the trade here, and stop the trade here, which means I exited right here. That's a 05 to 94, 10 points. 11 points. It's a reasonable stop. I take the trade again right here. Why? I beat the plus sign down. Along this bar. Stop would be 15 points, so 93, 83, 78, or 77. Never gets anywhere close to it. Just basically a little bit below there, right, or less. My reward for that is 93 run. Second bar beats the point of control, valid. I get a run up to 40-50 from 93 for 15 points of risk, okay? And the win rate is pretty damn high. It's floating between, by my count, 67 to 74%. Sean, are you in the room this morning, buddy? Yeah, you're here. Hey, Sean, if you're listening, that's exactly how I want it programmed, right? Both in the direction of and behind. So on this plus sign, entries on the next bar with the point of control above the bar. Stop is the point of control, first point of control underneath the algo, that's in the direction of. On the contra, it's the other way around. And I meant to take off these blue squares. I'll take them off later. Actually, I'll take them off now. Those blue squares are down here. Red square, blue square. You can leave them on there. I right? I've been doing this a long time. I have not come up with a trade that regularly is giving, depending on the trade I look, and going on any day. Look here, any day. Oh, it's 8:30. I'm gonna go look at what's going on, but I'll show you. I've gone back almost 600 days, as far back as this thing will let me go, and it worked. And it worked for big extensions, and it worked for big RR. I have not come across that. Okay, like for example, this morning. So you have to be faster in the morning. See that plus sign down, right? So it's the second bar that's printed. I'd be short there. My stop is on a point of control above. Now we know the greatest risk is at 45, so the stop on that bar is 15 points, right? That's just all there is to it. The stop on that bar is 15 points, right? If I beat this point of control over here, stop is 20 points. Just depends on which one I want to take, and that's in real time. So if you wonder why I want to take the trade, that is why I want to focus on this trade. Now, all the algos are there. I haven't removed them from anybody. I'll get it set up for ES, but the trade is freaking awesome, right? I'm going to say that again. The trade is freaking awesome. If you can't trade both sides, some people can't. It's confusing. Don't. If you can't trade both sides, just trade in the direction of, or just trade contra to it. Whatever you need to do. My only suggestion is you make sure it gets, particularly on the 15 tick, to the direction it needs to get. See how the point of control doesn't get underneath this? Right? See how the point of control doesn't get underneath this? There's no trade there. Right? They're actually trying to hold that. And now your stop, right? Your stop in this case, because the point of control got above, would be right here. So your entry would have been here at 42. Your stop would have been 53. So it's 10 to 15 points on the 15-tick chart. Your entry here for the breakout would be this bar right here with a 15-point stop. Okay? You got to determine whether it's breaking out or not. Obviously, you can see from the 24 tick, we're trending up on all these markets, right? So, and I'm trying to figure out where the TMP thrust fits into the picture. I'm still struggling with that a little bit, but I'll get it. I'm trying to tie in both pieces, but the RR is huge. If you've done your homework on this, you've looked at it, you're going, yeah, the RR is huge, and I'm good. That's how you're looking at that. And really, I don't have anything else to add beyond that. Okay, plus sign down, shorts here, stops 15 points away from roughly that. So 54, 64, 69. Put your stop over here, right? Or the first point of control over. Okay, and that's why I've stripped other stuff out of this chart so that I can focus on those pieces, right? So that's my complete and total goal for this. I've posted, there's some econ at 9 o'clock. That's the trade. That's the trade. And I don't have anything else to add to that other than let's look for location and watch the chart where it sets up. You'll notice we're at that 64, which was a 30-minute high. That's where we're rejected from that, right? And then if we can bring our awareness to where we are on the chart, we can get even bigger locations, particularly when this is coming out of supernova versus nova, supernova long or supernova short, and we're at support. We see the apex. Oh, the other thing, apex traps are still fine, obviously, right? What you want to see is apex trap plus sign, right? That's what you really want to see is apex trap plus sign go, right? Like this plus sign up right here, if it gets stuffed, my entry would be 46 on that trade. 46 minus 15, whatever that is. So I've got a limit sitting at 46, right? 46, 56, 61 will be the stop, right? And then I just let it rip. It either works or doesn't work. But it hasn't set yet. I have to have the point of control below this bar. And I don't get it there. If you'll notice, it's plus sign down now, right? So I still took it. It's 45 against 61. For better or for worse. Is this confusing anybody in the room? Ask me now, please. Ask me now. So far it's 46 to 38, 36, 10 points. But what I'd be trying to get, particularly off this chart here, as soon as this point of control gets underneath here, it'll be a 20-point stop, right? So I need to match up where I'm at in that chart and where that's lining up. Like I would love this to line up upstairs versus downstairs. I still need to work out the mechanics on that a little bit. But this is going to make us a lot of money. I believe that. I truly believe that. It's huge. Then you tie in the price action from the waves. First, second, third wave up, etc., etc., etc. And then we roll from there. You'll notice clearly you need to get below 39.25 to go lower. Right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. Probably a lot of days. Let's see. Data limiting. 3. Insert. Insert. 3. New matching. See how they couldn't get the point of control underneath? Yeah. Are you matching now? Matchy matchy, as my daughter would say. And we are currently above Globex high. And for those wondering, I am still using my 4x4 75-cent chart. I'm very interested when those big numbers pop up, the correlation between the two. Plus sign, verified, 15-point stop. You got to be fast enough to get it, right? Point of control underneath. Stop is 20 points. So again, plus sign on the 24 tick, right? Your plus sign, pointing control below. Entry would have been at 60, let's call it 4. So 74.84 is your stop, pretty much the high up there, right? And now you're looking for the push back down, right? And then you have to decide whether you want to be short or not. Obviously, out of supernova, it's easier, right? Like, for example, see that push down off the high where they're trying to push lower? If I get a point of control back above that plus sign and it still sticks, 1, 2, I'll go long, 15-point stop for a push to the upside, right? You have to decide which side of the trade you're running. I can tell you the 200 period moving average on the 50-cent chart is to the upside still, even with the pullback all the way down to 26.10, right? So it actually set up short here, right? 1, 2, 15-point stop, push to the downside. Okay, this set up short here, 20-point stop. It's gone from 64 to 49 so far, and we'll see where the rest goes. That's why I'm focusing on this extremely. There you go. That is why we're putting that and focusing on that. The moves are freaking awesome. Awesome. And I know I'll miss trades because that plus sign doesn't show up. I'm all right with that. Back underneath Globex low, which is 26.55. And back to the prior overnight point of control. And into the prior day's TPO and volume point of control locations. Plus sign, so I'm prepped for a potential reversal with a 15-point stop. Plus sign down. Now if I get the point of control over, I have a chance for a squeeze up. It's a 15-point stop. That's obviously an apex trap there. bars here. Plus sign down. Down she goes. Low of the day. The plus signs definitely guided you, and wow. Plus sign up. Need the second bar to verify. Now from 20, it's an 05 stop. And you still need a point of control above the bigger one to get the 20-pointer to roll to the upside. And it's in the 10 minutes prior to econ, just FYI. Again, this stop, entry bar is here, stop is 06. And so far, from that entry from 21, you've achieved 30 so far. You also have the point of control back over the down bar, so from here to 27, it's an 07 stop. So we might as well just put it at 06 and hope for the best. And the trigger here wasn't the plus sign up, it was the point of control above the point of control, right? And again, the 10-minute window is appropriate. And I don't even care if you took that there and got stopped. You keep taking that trade, you will end up with a big 40, 50 points smoker to the upside. Still got to get a point of control above 22, but that'll be the release. Plus sign, it's this entry minus 15. It's 25 versus 10. From your original entry, 21, you've achieved 28, right? From this entry here, you had received 21 to 32, first 30 minutes of the day, right? Now you've achieved 21. The reason why it's this bar for the entry, actually, and I was late, it was this bar for the entry. Sorry, it should have been 17 to 33, so I was a little bit late. Is this making sense, guys? Is there any confusion? Now's the time. That's nice, Brian. 40 points is freaking awesome. $800. You can actually just go relax the rest of the day. Great trade. You want to post what you took? Can you post it? The picture? Cool. I'll sign down at the low. Into unfair pricing overnight. Heading towards Globex low, 74. We're at 83 right now. That's Globex low. We'll see if she holds. Double pink, you have to get past the point of control for the down plus sign. And it's right in front of Econ, 2 minutes before. Sign down. Remember, you're going to have numbers right around that plus sign down. So, I thought it did a great job this morning. This is a stop, and if you turned around and flipped on it again, let's say this was stop, stop. That's the only place, that 850 area, we've had a really difficult time. And actually, this was long, stop. Wow, that was right there in that 850 period. It was pretty hard. Plus sign, verified. And now we can start our day. These guys shoved. Notice you're getting nothing on the 24. The 24 has been a better guide this morning than particularly in the direction of, right? 20 control below. Plus sign verified. You get a point of control above here, and they're trapped. I didn't say it didn't move fast. Plus sign, you gotta get a 2 bars up. Off that plus sign, the second one, then it's a 20-point stop over here. Tells you exactly where you got to go. Sure eliminates a lot of guesswork. A lot of failed apex traps go away. A lot of failed up arrows go away. Now once you get in supernova, you can take those more aggressively. And that's open drive lower, by the way. Delayed, but it's open drive lower. And I'm cool with that. Does anyone feel, and you can DM me if you want, that I'm not guiding this correctly? Or that I could be guiding it better? Plus sign. On the downside. These do stop, by the way, in hard trend day down when they get above. So just size it correctly. So you can take more than one shot, right? Like 4 shots. Into single prints and below Globex low. Prior day's low is sitting at 2504. Right now we need above 205, 650, 550. Open drive lower, trend day down. Remember your basic rules, right? Get to the top of the channel to see reversals, impulse moves, yada, 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 so on and so forth. These up bars need one more bar to confirm. Like the pink needs the pink, and then they become one bar stops on the arrows. So this needs a bar above this to go. I'm trying very hard to integrate those into the plus idea. And I think it works best in the direction of. I'm working on it. But look how great this protects us and trend down. That's 70 points of no stoppage. Like, how many people will raise their hand and go, yeah, this is great if every trend down works like this? I would. Twice. New low. Yes, still positive, by the way. Up 11. And I'm hunting me a plus sign. This has to be recaptured again to go. New low. Plus sign into the low. Free falling. Over the plus sign. Look at that. No stops, no stops, no whammies. Pretty straightforward. Plus sign. Gotta get over it. Point of control over. Trend day down, open drive lower, at prior day's low, into single prints. Plus sign, long, with a 15-point stop, low a day. I'm gonna get stopped, I believe. And this is my first in practice trend day down trade, right? Like with it actually live. So please, please, please keep that in mind. Stopped. Well, nope, not yet. Now. Okay, please keep that in mind. So that's the first example of a stop. I'll take it on trend down. I had a chance to get out at 20. I was looking for the push. Pure trend day down. Into single prints. Point of control above plus sign, if I can get it. Long 98, 15-point stop. Okay, long 98, 15-point stop. Basically the low of the day. Scale 10. You can choose to move stop to break even, or if it violates this plus sign right here, of course it would reset the short. Okay, follow the same process over and over again, right? If we close behind here, you can just close it out. You shouldn't get a point of control underneath there, but you're long 98, you're gonna end up with about a 10-point stop, 88 or less. And it's pure trend day down. We still have not had supernova even on a 15 tick. There's not a rush. Okay, there's not a rush. Okay, I want to stress that. I'll be stress testing this to see how it works. I'm watching very carefully. We're recording it, right? Plus sign. If I can get the 20 and a quarter, I may be really in business there. Stop goes to, we're long 98. Stop is 20,500 even. 20,500 even, unless I get a point of control below this point of control. But stop is moved to 20,500 even. Which means I have 2 points of profit locked on the trade on balance. Is this helping, guys? Randy, is it helping? Dan, Ed, if you're in the room, Matt, Tasia. Yeah, okay, cool, Brian. It's not perfect. It will lose money. And we're also back testing at that 504 prior day's low. So we're essentially trapped back in at 504 to prior day's low. This is where you'd want to see the TMP delta thrust push up with the white arrow. Let her push. If she can. This is where I get in trouble because I see it slow down and I'm like, oh, I got to get out of the trade, right? And that's wrong. I got to get out of the trade where it makes sense. Now I'm at the top of the channel here. I can scale down to quarter size for my 98 original entry for 20 points. Right, Shauna, you're watching this. That should be a scale. That 20, 15 or 20 should be the first scale off the 15 tick chart. Plus sign down if you get a second bar. That would be a verification of the move to the short side, so we'll see. And obviously that 500 is probably going to stop. It's actually, I should be out of it right now. I got this plus sign, so just flat it here, 505. 98 to 505 on the second part of the trade. I'll recycle. Right, I'm still going to have to work on getting the whole bigger swing perfect thing, but that's fine. Also, we have an impulse move. We don't have supernova yet, but we do have the impulse wave up. Okay, just be aware. You are looking for longs when that occurs. So we need supernova to verify that. Or what would really help is to get a plus sign down up here or up here, and then get the, so now if you get a point of control above this, so it's pushing back into the low, see ya, off it goes. But this is verified to the downside. The plus sign here with a 20-point stop, that's a valid short entry if you're willing to take it on trend day. I didn't, because it's almost against my religion to do that. You had to get a point of control above. So since this point of control will be right on the line, right, what I'd hope for would be a backside test of this to get my entry. If it just jets, it jets. There's nothing I can do about it. That's why I took everything else off the chart as much as possible, because I wanted to focus very specifically on the thrusts and the plus signs and get very, very focused in on those. Why? Because I think that is the quickest path to the biggest profits for the majority of members. And I'm open to suggestions. I haven't removed anything from your charts. They're still there, right? The algos are still there. I haven't pulled them off. But I need to focus on this. This is where my money is. Limit 0.5 quarter with a 15-point stop, which will put me at 90 for the stop. Long 90 stop. Scale 15, I couldn't get it. Took 1350. That's 10. Takes off most of my risk. I'm above the, and I'll see if I can get planted above this plus sign on the 20 for the lift to the upside off the 24 tick for the push out. Did anyone see that and or take it? Randy, did you see it? And why I took it? Okay. Okay. But the logic, one thing I want to make sure of, guys, I know I'm ADD and dyslexic and all that other good stuff. The flow I'm describing and where I'm taking the trades, good job, Brian. The flow and the way I'm describing the trades is logical and consistent, correct on this? There's not a contradiction? Good job, Randy. Am I contradicting myself anywhere? Because I want to correct that if I am. Scale the quarter size, 25, and let it rip. That's 20 points, guys. Sean, making sense? And the apex trap on top of that on the 15. Yeah, I agree with all of it, Randy. Good, good, good. Yeah, I think that could break it to the upside, but we'll see. We've been V-shaping. Let's see if they'll do it. Or take your money and wait for a reset. Flat 40. I'm going to take a second to cool off. Sold 3 times. All the way to 56. What a rip. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Plus sign, supernova, you clear that? I'll be long again. 15-point stop. Supernova means we're looking for it to go in the direction with that impulse move. So let's just see if it sets. That's a 50-60 back. No point of control above. Making some money. I like that. Plus sign up needs a second bar to verify direction which way. Right? I wonder if someone said something. That is a face ripper down. Wow. You don't see that very often, but no trade set. So I'm good. It's here now. Fast market. Verified, set up short. Plus sign below. Bam. Into the lows again. Plus sign. I'll be long that 1275. Long 1275. Stop 15 points. Had to be quick. It's fast market. That puts me at 97. Stop. And since I'm not quite clear what's going on, I'll probably take a quick scale on this. Come on, 16 print. Nopey, nopey, nope. Stopped. I'm good with that. I'll take my RR on that trade. Pony control's got to get back above there a second time. The first time's the best time. So you may just want to wait for a new cycle if you can't take multiple stops. I'm up pretty huge this morning. So I'm just going to take my trades as they pop along. Pony control has to get above. And then I'll look for a backside test of this guy. Since it's going to be the 18, I'm going to limit down like a 10 with a 15-point stop. So 10 with an 05. But I got to get the pony control above over here. No dice. It's going to be a 1650, so again, I'm going to try from 1650 for a backside test at 10, if that develops. And then a 15-point stop. This is the second time it's less reliable. Second time it's less reliable. Your best efforts are on a first test. Okay? We're chopping a little bit here and consolidating. But this is good. We got movement, we got rotation, we're getting extensions. I don't see much wrong here. That pony control will be above, so it'll be a 1250 for me. Again, I'm risking 15, right? So decide whether you like it. It's 1250 for me. I'm long 1250. Oh no, I'm not. I thought I got hit. Why is my dome is stopped? I don't know if I have a problem or not. I'm flattening all trades. One of my domes is stopped. Everything else is working fine. I don't know what. It's my trade evade dome is stopped. Plus sign, that's a long. My trade evade dome is stopped, so I'll just take it on whatever. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, so hold on a sec. That's so weird. There, it's back up now. Well, no, it's not. It's way behind. That's so weird. But great read. Yep, I agree. Nice job, Brian. Did you get paid again? Anyone else? It was the point of control above, guys. Point of control above, or you could have taken it here. And that's just awesome. Nice, Gregory. 25 points. That's awesome, brother. Happy for all of y'all, actually. Randy, 0-1. Again. Randy, you're going to get paid. Greg, you're getting paid. Brian, you're getting paid. It's very, very good, Gregory. Supernova again, plus sign. That's your over. It's confirmed to the short side right now with a 15-point stop. I didn't take it. You're over the plus sign. It's a 15-point stop. Beautiful. Did anyone get the second one at 27 over here? 27, 15-point stop held you. Scale, heavy, all out, 41. I don't expect for us to go to... Good job, Gregory. Triggered short. Again, with a 15-point stop. It's just all over the place. Your long on this was here. So it was a 25 against an 05 stop. And now it's 25 to almost 50, 25 points. I like the 24 tick outside the channel, obviously. Got short with a 20-point stop. That 28 against, well, it's 30 against 50, basically. 48. And that's on the 24 tick. That plus sign hit on the outside of the channel. Again, we're just traveling from top of the channel to the bottom of the channel right now. But so look at the bigger picture real quick, just so we see where we are. That's open drive lower, trend day down, consolidation at the bottom, but not a reversal yet. Here's the 50-60 to get perspective. That's the 50-60 right now. Second bar there, we'd have a contradiction. We'd have a long and a short on at the same time. Short verified on the 15 now. Plus sign down, 15-point stop, push. See how the plus sign disappeared on the, you have to have the second bar up on the 24 tick. And when it gets too fast, we'll have to rely on the 24, but right now we don't have to. Okay. So I'm looking for, now that we've gone 1, 2, 3 up, push to the downside. Took me a minute to get the perspective. So we're retesting the 2504.50 is yesterday's low. We're below Globex low, below IB low. We've been there for over half an hour. Sellers are somewhat in control intraday. Let's see if we can take out that low. So what I want everyone to be aware of is if we take out today's low and trap back in one more time, I could really shoot them back to the mid of the range, right? We're not in a bear market, so you can't really get bearish. And even though we're down, we're only down 62 points, right? So let's just keep it all in perspective. And we've had a very good morning. So for those people who are getting paid quickly, right, you don't have to keep going. I'm going to reload. Make sure you're balanced in your approach. Plus sign verified. I didn't see it. I was looking at another screen. Good for a scalp. And a little bit more. Plus sign verified over here too. Sorry I missed that. I was looking at my other screens. Ripperoni. I didn't get it. Anyone else get that? Supernova. I missed the frickin' long. Son of a gun. I missed the plus sign down that got stuffed for the long to the breakout to the upside. That's alright. Yeah, Brian. It's right here. See when we're moving to the low, as we're moving down to the low? The original supernova, so look to the left there at 908. See these little triangles? As soon as you get a close above, so right there is where we go supernova. As long as you hold that low, you're in supernova. It can go supernova both directions, but you have to put your bias in as to which way you think the market's going to go. Like here, we go inverse supernova, right? But then it reverses and goes back up. So you still have to have an idea. We were down 100 in the bull market. So you always want to kind of, in a bull market, give the edge. Okay. It's flagging short right there on the 15 tick. And there it goes. It was short, see plus sign, 20 control below, 15 point stop, 61. So the stop would be 71.76. Obviously, in this case, you wouldn't expect it to go straight down, right? Plus sign's verified. It's a 20-point stop on the right here. Sorry, I missed it on the 24. But your entry is 56. The stop is 76. $56, $66, $76, right there. I would try to push that to the bottom of the channel towards 39. If you're short, both of those trades have paid. Did anyone take the shorts? Hey Brian, do I need to help you with the Denali data today? I can do it at about 11. Okay, cool. No worries. I'm glad you're getting paid, brother. So it's all about. It's like the hokey pokey, dude. Let's sign up. See if they stuff it or if they stop the 20-pointer there. Okay, remember, we don't want to get addicted to this thing. Just follow the process. That's short with a 15-point stop. So it's 61, 71, 76, 77, same thing. Plus sign on the 24. Inverted supernova on the 24 too, so you may be looking for the short on the push back up. Point of control above. Plus sign down on the 15 tick. Point of control above. I got that long with a 20-point stop. It is 10:02. Valid. So far 44 to 49. I was late on the 15 tick. Scaling 53, 52.50. Get my risk off. I was a little bit late and disoriented on that. Flat. I'm flat here. I don't know why I feel disoriented all of a sudden. I'm also past 10 o'clock. My win rate past 10 o'clock has gone down, I think, because I get mentally tired. Plus sign, so you'd want a point of control below this one on the 15 tick if you're looking for the short. Again, I would suggest you don't guess. Just let the trade set up, because you don't know. Like that, I was wrong. So that's all right. I'm good at being wrong. Guys on YouTube, thanks for joining us. It was an awesome morning. You're welcome to review that video. If you'd like to visit the room, just email me at tradeandperform, tradenperform@gmail.com, and you can come join us and have fun in the trading day along with us. Thanks, and have a great day.